So here is the walkthrough of how you can actually buy Shop2Woo plugin, how you can actually install it to your website, and how you can actually import product from Shopify to your WooCommerce website. So as you can see, this is the website. You are going to go to shop2woo.com. I'm going to drop the link inside the video for you to actually get to this website. So after I have gotten to this website, you are going to scroll down a little bit to actually get access to this particular plugin. So scroll down a little bit, as you can see. So this is the option for you to get the plugin. You are going to click on Get Started via. So when you click on Get Started, you are going to be presented with the pricing of this particular plugin. The other plugin will actually cost you around $49 to $99 if you want to use this particular tool to import your product from Shopify to WooCommerce. But this particular tool is you are going to get the rate of just $9.99, and the license actually cover 3 websites. You can use it on 3 websites for you to import your product from Shopify to WooCommerce. So you then click on Buy Now to get this particular plugin for you to start the importing process. So as you can see, there are 2 methods of payment on this platform. So you are going to pay with your credit card, or you can pay with your paper. So either of the way you can pay and get this particular plugin. So after you have gotten this Shop2Woo plugin, which I have done, so as you can see, let me go over to my download history. So this is the plugin over here. So let's assume that we are going to be using this particular website for our demo. So we are going to log into your dashboard of your website. So this is dashboard over here. Then scroll down a little bit. So you are going to scroll down, then come over to the plugin session, click on Add a new plugin. Add a new plugin over here. Then over here, you are going to click on Upload Plugin. So click on Upload Plugin, then actually drag and drop your plugin. So I'm going to click on Download Code. So this is my plugin over here, or rather I can choose. So all you have to do is to choose the file you actually want to upload. Click on Choose a File. So I have downloaded the file into my laptop. So I'm going to choose Download File over here. So this is the plugin. We are going to choose the plugin, then click on OK, then install this particular plugin. So I will not be doing the installation right now because it is actually active on this demo website. All you have to do is to click on, this is the plugin over here. So you are going to click on this Shop2Woo section over here. Click on it to actually see what you are going to do next. So one important thing you have to notice, we actually have how to use session. So we are going to click on this how to use session. So this is the complete guide of how you can actually use Shop2Woo plugin. So the first thing you have to do is to come to this export your Shopify product as JSON file. So let's copy this particular URL copy. Then you are going to paste it in another browser. Paste this in another browser, then go over to your Shopify store. So let's assume that this is your Shopify store that have several products you want to import from Shopify to WooCommerce. So you are going to copy this particular URL of your store copy, then come over to the link you actually paste in another browser. So you are going to update your URL. So let's update our URL over here. So from here where you see the products, you are going to update it. So as you can see, we have our shop URL/products JSON file. Then I'm going to click on enter for you to actually download all your products. So these are JSON file of all your products that is available on Shopify file. So this is one of the greater advantage of using Shop2Woo tool. So instead of you using API or any kind of CVS file, you are going to use JSON file. You're going to click on print, click on this option to actually ensure we structure our JSON file correctly. Then click on save, control save to actually save our product. So this is the product we're going to save our product. So you can actually name it any name you actually want. So let's assume that we say product name, then click on save. So that's the first thing you have to do to actually get your product from Shopify. Right now, we are going to need it to actually install it back to WooCommerce. So the next thing we are going to do, which is very, very important, is to set up our WooCommerce API credentials, which are very, very important. So over here, I assume that you already installed your WooCommerce and you have set it up. So you are going to come over to WooCommerce, So this is the plugin for WooCommerce. Then come over to settings. Come over to settings over here. Come over to settings. Then you are going to go over to this advanced settings. As you can see on my screen, you're going to go over to the advanced settings, then come over to REST API. Come over to REST API over here. These are the API that I've generated. If you are just starting out, you're not going to have any API. So you are going to click on Add a New API. So as you can see, you can actually name your API for you to actually remember. So let's assume that we name it Demo as our API. Then you are going to choose the permission. So you are going to choose it. You are going to actually allow read and write so that any product we copy from Shopify will be able to be posted on our WooCommerce website. Then click on Generate API. Click on Generate API. So as you can see, we have our customer key and our secret key. So we are going to need this particular key for our Shop2 integration. So let me go over to Shop2Woo. So Shop2, then actually log into. I'm going to open in another browser so that I will show you step by step how to do that. So I'm going to go over to, so let's go over to Shop2Woo. Now all you have to do is to click on settings. Click on settings over here. See, we have our store name, which is Shop2Woo, which is the demo website. So let's go over to our, we're going over to the WooCommerce. So we're going to copy this particular customer key, copy our customer key, then actually paste it over here. We're going to paste it over here. So let me try to update the current one I have. I'm going to paste it over here, then call mover once again. I'm going to copy the secret key, although I'm going to delete this because it's not actually ID. So I'm going to actually update my secret key, then paste, then click on save. So as you can see, we successfully integrate our shop to WooCommerce. So any products we're actually importing from Shopify will definitely appear in our store. So one important thing you have to notice, there are a lot of settings you can actually do. So we have import settings. So over here, you can actually allow duplication of products. Maybe there are 3 or 4 products on your Shopify website you can actually allow. So it's going to import just one product with this particular settings. Then if you actually want a digital product, type of product you are importing, if you say digital product or it is a physical product, you can choose the option over here. So, and one important thing that actually sets Shop2Woo aside of all plugin is the fact that you can choose whether to publish this particular product directly or save it in the draft. So when you choose publish directly, whenever end product is being imported from Shopify to WooCommerce, it's going to be published instantly. So for the most of we to edit, we are going to choose to edit it, then actually publish it manually. So you can choose the category of products, maybe the category you want to add to your product, and you can choose, you have the customization to actually choose either to import the product image or not. You can choose that option for yourself. So another thing that we actually integrated is actually this, you can actually attribute to the particular product you are importing stock, import stock status, price, regular price, and the product link. So this particular plugin are very, very important. So you are going to, after choosing all these settings, you are going to click on Save Your Settings to be able to ensure that it works perfectly. So other settings, you can actually try as much as possible to check out other settings, like if the product is out of stock, it can automatically delete the product. So those are settings you can choose. We have front end that maybe you want the call to action to be shop now or purchase now or buy now. So if you are drop shipping, you can actually set your percentage like your drop shipping price rule over here. So this particular system status actually showed you if your website is actually compatible to work with a Shop2. So normally if you are using a good hosting, your system will automatically work perfectly. But if you are using low quality hosting, you are going to need to actually ensure you increase your PHP time limit, your PHP input limit, and your memory size. So if you, a complete beginner, you can actually ask your hosting provider to actually help you to do that. So, and the last one is to check. So this one are your log of all the products you have imported. If there's any error, it's going to show you. If there is anyone that has been imported, it's going to show you successfully. So the last thing you're going to do now is to actually import our product. After we have successfully set up our Shop2Woo to connect to WooCommerce. So come over to Shop2Woo once again. Come over to Shop2Woo once again. Then you are going to actually upload your JSON file, which is your products. Click on choose a file, then come over to your product. So this is the product you actually import, like you actually save. Then click on open now. When you click on open now, then click on fetch products. So over here, do you want to import the product image? So if you want to actually import all the product image, it might be very slow because one particular product might have 1015% image. So it might take longer period of time to actually import all those products. But if you don't want to, if they want this particular plugin to import image, you can actually choose no, so that it will just import the title, the description of that particular product. So we actually want to import all the image. Let's click on yes over here and Shop2Woo. We do the heavy lifting by fetching the product directly from Shopify. So those are the products we have fetched from Shopify. As you can see, there are a lot of products over here you can actually import to your WooCommerce website. So those are the products that are available. So as you can see, there are several products. So you have a variety of options. You can import this product once, or you can do it one by one. So from my own experience, I believe you importing once, it might be very, very good idea, like it's going to be a good idea. Because of the images, some products might have 10 images, might have 15 images. So if you want to import it once and your server is not really ready for that particular importation, it might crash the system, or it might actually delay the time of you importing all the product once. So as you can see, those are the products it has fetched from this option. It has fetched over 64 products, which means there are like 64 images, if no more than that. So let's assume that I'm actually importing one by one. So I'm going to click on import this particular product, import this product, and it will actually import this product to our WooCommerce. So let's throw down a little bit. As you can see, it is actually doing the heavy lifting by importing this product. It's going to take like a few seconds for it to be import to successfully. As you can see, we successfully import both a screen, restore body shape. It has been added to our Shop2Woo tool. So for confirmation, we are going over to our Shopify and we are going over to our store. So let's go over to our product via all products to show if it actually work or not. So as you can see, this is the product we actually import. So let me throw that a little bit. So this is the product. I'm going to click on it to show you that this particular Shop2WooCommerce actually work. So this is the product. And when you check our progress bar. So let's go over to our progress bar. So as you can see, successfully imported. So let's go over and see what it actually import. So this particular tool, we actually import the product title, which is the product title. It will actually import the product description, which is over here. So, and also it will actually import the image. So as consider is the image of the product. So the reason why it's kind of a bit fast is the fact that this particular product has just one image. Oh, it has several images, like 4 images. So if it's have like 20 or 15, it might take longer period of time to you to actually save it to your WooCommerce. So I hope this particular tutorial or a guide actually help you out to navigate how to use Shop2Woo to import your product from Shopify to your WooCommerce. So in peradventure in process of you using this particular plugin, you run into error or you have any question. So you can actually use this particular documentation to navigate your way. So there are different aspects. So there are configuration settings, they get started setting, then installation, then setup process. And they are also frequently asked questions that we actually help you to guide you on the best way to actually use Shop2Woo plugin. So one important thing I want you to do right now is to actually go over to this description to actually get Shop2Woo to start importing all your products from Shopify to WooCommerce so that you can start paying little amount of money on your hosting and you stop paying Shopify for all the monthly fee and all the expensive plugin. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video that I'm going to be producing anytime soon.